Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Monday, May 14th, 2018. Looking at precipitation over the past 14 days, pretty much every area in the Great Basin has seen some precipitation, although the majority of this has been below normal. The exception to that is across portions of southern Nevada and western Utah. You can see from this map on the right showing how that's the percent of normal. You can see the blues and the purple showing where we have seen above normal precipitation. And this is really different from what we've seen the entire winter and spring, where it's been quite dry down there. It was much wetter than normal across the southern part of the Great Basin over the past 14 days. The satellite this morning shows a low pressure system in place across the Great Basin, and that will rotate slowly out of the area. So for today, we do have that low pressure system in place across the Great Basin, bringing some clouds to the area. We are looking at low mixing, poor mixing across the entire area today. And looking at that in more detail, you can see we're looking at really light transport winds and very poor mixing heights. As we move into Tuesday, that ventilation index really increases. We start to see winds increasing across the area ahead of another system moving into the western coast of the United States. Taking a look in more detail at the components that go into the ventilation index, you can see from the image on the left, the transport winds will really increase across the area tomorrow. We'll see mixing heights improve as well. And then as we move into Wednesday, we continue to see good, excellent mixing across the area as that system slowly makes its way into the western United States. We will continue to see some increasing transport winds into Wednesday. Some pretty strong winds expected across portions of Nevada and Utah on Wednesday afternoon, and really good mixing heights as well. The Utah Forecast Clearing Index shows good to excellent mixing Monday and Tuesday. The forecast for Wednesday is not available, but I would imagine most areas would be red on Wednesday with those good transport winds across the area. Looking at the 3-day precipitation accumulation, it's looking pretty wet across the northern part of the Great Basin. Most parts of the area will see precipitation, with the exception of the far south and southeast. As we move into Thursday, we keep that low pressure system in place. It'll be focused across Nevada, and we will see good to excellent mixing on Thursday. That doesn't change too much moving into Friday. We look at another day of good to excellent mixing on Friday, as that weather disturbance remains largely in place across the area. Then moving into Saturday, that begins to make its way to the east, and we'll start to see decreasing ventilation indices across portions of the area on Saturday. And finally, moving into Sunday, it looks pretty similar with poor ventilation indices across similar areas on Sunday, and high pressure starting to build across the area. Looking at precipitation accumulation in the 4 to 5 day period, it looks pretty similar to the next 3 days, where precipitation will be focused across the northern part of the Great Basin. Finally, in the 8 to 14 day period, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for above normal temperatures across the entire Great Basin, and really across pretty much the entire United States, with above normal precipitation across the northern western portions of the Great Basin. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter.